Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Umajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurumilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Mahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandegam Sri Guru Shiyuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpadi Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneswari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vachapatitana Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Isvaraga Paramaga Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraga Anadi Radhir Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam Om Tat Sat Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest knowledge and the knowledge which we can joyfully experience. When we study this Bhagavad Gita, it brings us so much happiness. It is Susukam Kartum, basically. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching Arjuna that just by knowing about Krishna, many persons in the past have already attained liberation. So we need to just know that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So once we know based on this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then that means it is based on the scientific understanding of this Bhagavad Gita. So this is not like you are going to convert somebody into like a different religion, not like that. This Bhagavad Gita is a science. So when we give this knowledge, so when a person understands this knowledge, can apply this knowledge, and can easily know that Krishna is the Supreme Lord based on the eyes of this knowledge, Jnana Chakshusha. That is the main point. So we should be able to see things in this world as they are using this Bhagavad Gita. How everyone is under the control of Maya, the three modes of material nature. How everyone is forced to act, including ourselves. Because Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita in the 3rd chapter we studied already, not even a single moment one can refrain from doing something. Nahi kasiti kshanamapi jatutistati akarmakrit. So that means always we are acting, always we are forced to act. We are not free at all. So then how can we make ourselves free? In general, we think in this world that I'm so busy now, I don't have time to study Bhagavad Gita. So I have to study only when I become free. Maybe after I finish my life, all the responsibilities and everything. So then when I get retirement, then try to spend some time finding out what Bhagavad Gita says. But Bhagavad Gita is teaching us very clearly that we will never ever become free at all. Everyone is forced. Not even a single moment we can get ourselves free. That's why Krishna very clearly says that Nahi kasiti kshanamapi, not even a single moment. We are all forced to act helplessly by the three modes of material nature all the time. Whether we are young or old or whatever time, all the time we are forced to act. That is the fact. Until the time of death, we are forced to act. In fact, these days, it's even more pathetic, the situation, because we see that these sometimes seniors, like when they get old also, they go to work. They still do work. Still they have to earn to live. That's very unfortunate situation. So that way, until the time of death, we are forced to earn money, we are forced to work, we are forced to have a lot of other responsibilities, and all such things are happening. This is very unfortunate situation, actually. We should be able to spend all the time for Krishna only. So that means starting at a very young age, we should have this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, and we should have completely free time to study and understand this Bhagavad Gita. Because with Bhagavad Gita knowledge only, we can actually plan our life, we can plan all our activities, we can do everything in the right way. Because Bhagavad Gita is the way of life. So it should be, this knowledge should be given at a very young age, and we should use it in our entire life. But at any point in our life, when we get this opportunity, we have to take it very seriously, so that even if we missed this life, at least by Krishna's causeless mercy, if we are very serious, as soon as we get the opportunity to study this Bhagavad Gita, when we become very, very strong, when we become very much committed to studying and following the instructions given by Krishna, so then it's definitely guaranteed that in the next life we are going to start at a very young age. We are going to, because Krishna is teaching us very clearly that whatever our consciousness is there at the time of death, so whatever intelligence we have gained at the time of death, so that is going to, we are going to regain it in our next life. Tatratam buddhi samyogam labate paurva dehikam. Very clearly, Krishna is teaching us very, very clearly. So whatever that buddhi samyogam labate, we will get it back. Paurva dehikam, in our previous body. So in the next life, whatever buddhi, intelligence we have in this life, we are going to get it back. So that way, this progress, what we make in Krishna consciousness now, is very, very important, which can be measurable. So that means we have to put a lot of efforts right now to make as much progress as possible, because we are going to carry forward this to our next life. And if we are able to make such a really, really great progress in this life itself, and able to remember Krishna at the time of death, so then if you are able to go to Goloka in this life itself, so then it's really, really very great thing for us. But if that is not happening also, still we don't have to worry too much, because whatever gain we are doing it right now, we are getting it right now, it's going to stay with us, and we are going to get it back in our next body. So that is something we are going to get it back. But in materially speaking, all our degrees or our awards or our achievements or our assets or whatever, our shares and our investments and all those things, when we die, when we get the next body, we will not get it back. That all will be claimed by somebody else. So we cannot get it back again. We cannot take another birth and come here that in the previous life I want this and that, so this should belong to me only, like that. We cannot go to anywhere. We cannot get it back. But these spiritual gains, whatever we are gaining, we are going to keep with us. So it's a permanent gain. So that way we should use, if we are intelligent, if we should use this life only to achieve such permanent gains in our life, which is going to stay with us forever. So that is spiritual gain. That is this Bhagavad Gita knowledge or our love. If we develop that love on Krishna, that's going to stay with us. That's going to stay with us. If we don't follow Bhagavad Gita, if we commit sins after sins, then if we get ourselves even more away from Krishna, so that's a very bad thing. So then that trend is going to continue in life after life after life. We are going to get ourselves away more and more from Krishna. So that's why Krishna is saying that they will reach the most condemned destination. Tato yati adamam gatim. So that's going to happen to the demoniac people. Asurim yoni maapannaga mudaga janmani janmani mam aprapyeva kaunteya tato yanti adamam gatim. Whereas we will be able to do all the activities which are good for ourselves. Acharati atmanas shreyas tato yati param gatim. So if we do all the activities which is good for ourselves, so then we are going to achieve the supreme destination. Yetaihi vimuktaka kaunteya tamo dwaraihi tribhi naraga acharati atmanas shreyas tato yati param gatim. So, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are going to achieve that supreme destination. We are gaining that supreme intelligence and whatever our mind control we are gaining. So, whatever peace of mind we are gaining. So, whatever all the spiritual assets, spiritual gain. So, these are all going to be permanent with us and we are going to get it back again in the next life. And if we go to Goloka, it's going to stay with us only. If we completely control our mind, completely gain the intelligence and develop that love, full love on Krishna and forget about everything else in this material world. So able to ditch this material world completely, mentally. So that's what is very important, completely. Manasa. Manasa means with the mind, we should be able to renounce everything. So sarva karmani manasa sannyasyaaste. So if we are able to do even now in this life, at this time, at this point of time, if we are able to give up everything just by the mind, then we will be able to lead a happy life. Sukham Vashi. Sukham Vashi means we will be able to live happily. So that is the way to live happily. We should be able to give up all attachments to everything in this world. So, and that kind of change will happen, is happening in our life simply because of this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Because Bhagavad Gita is the knowledge which is purifying ourselves. And there is no question that when we get this knowledge, we won't apply this knowledge. So we will apply. So there is no question, there is no doubt that getting the knowledge is different and application of knowledge is different. So that is not the case. So if we get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are going to apply this knowledge. So that is the point. Because this knowledge itself, it's a realized knowledge, basically. So that's why it is called the science of self-realization. So when we are getting this knowledge, understanding this Bhagavad Gita, everything we are experiencing it. So each and every individual has to experience this knowledge. So that is the way we can understand this Bhagavad Gita. It is not simply just like a theoretical knowledge. It's completely, it's practical aspects of this knowledge is already embedded in it. Anyone who studies this Bhagavad Gita is going to become a devotee of Krishna. There is no doubt about it. Anyone who becomes a devotee of Krishna, so we are devotee of Krishna means it is not that we simply have the knowledge that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but we will be engaging in devotional service unto Krishna. That's what is very important. Yomam evam asammodo jnanati purushottamam sasarva ved. So anyone who knows that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead without any doubt, he is the knower of everything, then sasarva ved, bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. He will render devotional service to me in all respects. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So that means if we know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, if we have this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, so that means we are going to engage in Krishna's service. So that is going to happen. That is already happening. So that way our life is completely, it will become fully 100% Krishna conscious life. And Krishna shows us the way. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, being myself seated in everyone's heart, I destroy the darkness of ignorance with the shining lamp of knowledge. Jnana Deepena Bhaswata. So that way Krishna shows us the right way. Like Krishna guided Arjuna. Krishna didn't give up Arjuna. Even though Arjuna wanted to give up fighting. Even though Arjuna told Krishna very clearly that Govinda, I shall not fight. Nayotche iti Govinda. But Krishna didn't give up on Arjuna. Krishna didn't think that, oh, Arjuna is saying that he is not going to fight. So let him decide whatever he wants and let him suffer and struggle. So like that, Krishna didn't think. So Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, gave the entire knowledge to Arjuna, and then only he told Arjuna that if you don't listen to me, you will suffer, you will struggle. Yadahankaram ashritya nayotse iti manyase midyase vyavasayaste prakriti swam niyokshis. So because of ahankara only, because of false ego only, you think that you will not fight. But if you don't listen to me, so then Krishna is saying that if you just machittaga sarva durgani matprasada tarisasi atachetvam ahankarat nasroshasi vinanshasi. At the end only Krishna told Arjuna that due to ahankara, due to false ego, if you don't listen to me, then you will be in trouble. So that we are understanding very clearly from Bhagavad Gita. That applies to all of us, each one of us, that if we don't listen to Krishna, when Krishna told Arjuna that Achetvam ahankarat nasroshasi vinankshashi, so that it is applicable to each one of us, that if we don't listen to Krishna, so that means we will be destroyed. That's it. If we don't follow Krishna's instructions, if we don't listen to Krishna, then we will be destroyed. So following Krishna's instructions is automatically going to happen if we just listen to Krishna. That's what is happening with us right now. We are just listening to Krishna. We are understanding what Krishna is teaching us. So that means the application of this knowledge simply follows. There is no doubt that we are going to apply this knowledge in our life, and we are going to progress, and we are going to purify ourselves, and we are going to get ourselves freed from the three modes of material nature and freed from this material bondage, karma bandha, janma bandha. All such things are going to happen in our life. There is no doubt. Because Bhagavad Gita can do. Bhagavad Gita can do all such miracles in our life. Bhagavad Gita is the knowledge. It is the purest knowledge. So it can completely cleanse all our, in this material world, this kama, krodha, everything, whatever we have, everything is, this Bhagavad Gita is, we know that these things are all like sitting in our mind, senses and intelligence and all such things. But the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita will help us to control our mind and conquer this enemy and get ourselves completely freed from this material conceptions of life. So that way, our mind can be completely purified by simply studying this Bhagavad Gita, focusing and doing what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. So that way we will be able to get Krishna's guidance, and when Krishna is supporting us, when Krishna is helping us, so with the help of what we get from Krishna, so everything is going to become very easy for us. So that way, this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is such a very, very important knowledge. So there are no words to thank Krishna for giving this knowledge to us. So we are again very, very thankful to Krishna that because he's making us to read and study and understand this Bhagavad Gita every day without any fail. So that way we are able to make continuous progress. So we finished 15 slokas in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So now we understand very clearly that simply by knowing that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, Krishna is everything. So simply by knowing that nothing binds Krishna, so we are going to be freed from all the bondage in this world. So here by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are in the, like we finished 15 slokas in the 4th chapter basically. So in the 14th sloka, Krishna is teaching us that Namam karmani limpanti name karma pale spriha iti mam yo bijanati karma bina sabadyate. So whatever activities Krishna is doing, nothing is going to bind him. So na limpanti. Mam karmani na limpanti, name karma pales priyaga. Also, I don't desire for any results of the activities. So simply anyone who knows this, itimam yobi janati karma bin nasabatyadi. So simply by knowing that we are not going to be bound. So karma bin nasabatyadi. So we are knowing that, we are understanding that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and whatever Krishna did, nothing is going to bind him. So that's why Krishna also says in the 9th chapter, Nachamam tani karmani nibandhanandi dhananjayam. So none of my activities are going to bind me. So that's what Krishna is teaching. So there is no work that affects me, nor do I aspire for the fruits of action. One who understands this truth about me also does not become entangled in the fruitive reactions of work. And then Krishna said in the next sloka, what we studied yesterday clearly, that many persons in the past simply following this instruction, they got liberation. You also do like them. Evam yatva kritam karma purvairapi mumukshubhigi guru karmaiva tasmat tvam purvaihi purvataram kritam. So by knowing this, evam yatva, and performing their duties, kritam karma, purvai api mumukshubhigi. So many in the past, they got liberation. So you also, tasma, therefore you do like them. Purvaihi purvatara kritam. How they did in the past and got liberation, you also do like them and then get liberated from this well. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. So we just have to simply follow the footsteps of our acharyas. That's it. So all the liberated souls in ancient times acted with this understanding of my transcendental nature. Therefore, you should perform your duty following in their footsteps. So then Krishna is continuing in the 4th chapter in the 16th sloka. Kim karma kima karmeti kavayopyatra mohita tate karma pravakshyami yajnatva moksha sheya subha. So what is duty? There is what is action and what is inaction. Kim karma, kim akarma. Even the most intelligent persons, so they are confused. So they are not able to distinguish between what is action and what is inaction. So let me explain to you. I shall explain to you. Te karma pravakshyami. I shall explain to you what is karma, what is action. Just by knowing this, you will be freed from the miseries of material existence. That's it. Yajnatva moksha asubha. That's what Krishna is using this word, Yajnatva moksha asubha. In other slokas also. For example, in the 9th chapter, 1st sloka also, Krishna is using the same line, Yajnatva moksha asubha. Idam tute gukhyatamam pravakshyami anasuyave jnanam vijnana sagidam yajnatva moksha asubha. So if we simply know that, and in one place Krishna is saying that Yajnatva nega bhuyo anyati jnatavyam avasisati. If you know this, there is nothing else is there for you to know. So that way, here Krishna is going to teach us in the next coming slokas. So especially starting with sloka number 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, those 5 slokas, 4 or 5 slokas, Krishna is simply teaching us what is karma, how to act. If we just follow what Krishna says in those 5 slokas, so then we are not going to get any sins. So that's very clear. So that way Krishna is teaching us very, very clear. So here in this sloka, Krishna is saying that even the intelligent are bewildered in determining what is action and what is inaction. Now I shall explain to you what action is, knowing which you shall be liberated from all misfortune. So for us, we are going to know whatever Krishna told Arjuna, Krishna is telling to us also. So simply by following his instructions, simply by knowing what karma is, what action is, so simply by doing based on Krishna's advice, following Krishna's instruction, so we are going to be freed from all the miseries of material existence, going to be freed from the pangs of material miseries. So now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Hare Krishna. Namo. So it roughly takes about 15 minutes for chanting 2 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Mama Jnanaktimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Tulsi Vilasa Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Hare Krishna to all the devotees. I kindly request the devotees to use the Zoom raise hand feature to ask your questions to Guruji. Guruji, there are no questions so far. So thank you Guruji for today's class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mithun Prabhu. Hina Mataji, Hare Krishna. Kandula Tirupati Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, thank you very much today's class also. I'm very happy to join with you at Bangalore. Really,
Yes,
it is a
Prabhu, nice
memorable
meeting
for me. I never forget it. It's a symbol for in our life.
Yes, it was very nice
They
meeting
conducted
you.
very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed your call, Prabhu. Maybe I'll try to call you sometime. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, yes, Guruji. In the morning, I want to call. Actually, I thought myself, you are there you might be there in your duties. That's why
Yeah.
I second time I don't.
No problem. Yes, Prabhu.
Very happy
Yes.
to see again, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu. It's Krishna's mercy. It was very, very nice meeting you in person, Prabhu. You came all the way to Bangalore. It was very nice.
Yeah, Guruji. The Mataji also, really, the Shashiraka Mataji and that another, the Chandrakanta Mataji and another one, they received very nice. It's also happy to me because I'm new to that place. Actually, I taught myself how can I reach that place and is it any difficult to me to reach there. I taught myself when I started here with the blessings of the Krishna. I taught my only that he can see everything, and when I reached the stage, there is auto is ready, and I asked to them to get down at the place, and they took me to the place. Really, it's a wonderful receiving is also there with the Mataji. And they feeded everything, and we never forget that service also to the Krishna, and they conducted the meeting. It's a wonderful Guruji, really.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy. We hope to do that very often. Yes, Prabhu. We will plan.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you very much for that, and the Mataji is also. I'm very happy. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mohanan, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Are you able to unmute Mohanan KG? Jyoti Jahangridar. Are you able to unmute? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. I came actually to that. Recently did a concert now. So I came there. So I'm joining.
So you were in Bangalore, Mataji? You were there in that Bangalore?
Yeah, I came actually. I came with Sumati Akka. Sumati.
Oh yeah, very nice. Okay, I remember. Hare Krishna. Yeah, very
so
nice.
I wanted to join 8:40. Sometimes it will be little bit late. So husband goes to office at 8:30 to 8:45.
Yeah.
So when he goes there in a hurry, I will switch on.
Yeah, no problem. You can join afterwards. And if you are not able to join on time, then you can also listen to our YouTube recordings. And yes, ma'am.
Okay, Guruji. It was nice.
It was very nice. Yeah, meeting all of you in person there. It was Krishna's mercy. We could study the entire Bhagavad Gita that day.
Actually, that Bhagavad Gita as it is book I have started reading now. From first step I have started. I was actually very interested in reading Bhagavad Gita, but now I have started from chanting the shlokas. Now I'm listening the meanings from you. It is so nice.
Yeah.
Yes, Thank you so much, Guruji.
Yeah, continuing this every day. This one keeps us in Krishna consciousness. Like we are able to listen to Krishna every day.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mahadev, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Mahadev.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I think you got muted again. Mohanan Prabhu. Sureshta Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Very nice class Guruji today also. I could not attend yesterday's Guruji. My wife's cataract follow-up was there. So I gone through the YouTube in the evening, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
The subject is becoming more interesting now. We need to learn action and inaction.
That's correct. We need to know.
We are going into the details now. So like it will like you'll learn the Bhagavad Gita in action means what we need to do and what we not to do. Getting very interested, Guruji.
Yes,
Thank you.
Krishna's mercy, we are getting this.
Yeah, very nice, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you for the class. It's wonderful to hear every morning connected to Krishna. It's really helping, Guruji. We are chanting with you and listening, hearing. I think the whole day's chores are concentrated in this morning 1-2 hours that we have. Yes, Guruji. For all your efforts, really, thanks to you and thanks to the mercy of Krishna, Guruji.
Krishna's mercy, yes, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji.
Krishna's
So
mercy.
we are getting into this learning of action in action and how to keep Krishna centered in our lives. Yes, Guruji.
Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Asha Singh Mataji, Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Again,
Hare
now
Krishna.
excellent enlightening class with you, Guruji. Guruji, today I learned something very simple from you. That is the science of self-realization. So, Guruji, you're telling us that when we practice whatever is written in the Gita, that itself is a form of it is self-realization, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Because it is such a beautiful and simple way you have explained this, because self-realization is a very complex issue and we get really troubled when you try to have to do this. But what I've learned from you today is that just practicing the Gita and applying it is self-realization. Correct, Guruji?
That's it. That's correct,
Excellent.
Mataji.
Thank you for explaining this so simply, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. Wonderful class, and I too am looking for the classes from tomorrow again. Guruji, one thing is next week I will be following on YouTube. I'm going to Calcutta for Durga Puja, so after that I'll be there with you. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Asha Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for a nice session.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy only. We are able to every day make progress. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. Sometimes mind goes other side, then I feel very bad.
Yeah, Krishna will not leave us. Krishna will make sure that we will keep our mind with him.
Yes, Guruji.
His mercy is there, Mataji. That's why we are able to study.
No questions, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Palaniappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, today's class also really interesting, and the coming slokas are going to give still more opening to us how to act in our life. That is a very important thing that we are going to learn. That is the thing. Thank you, Guruji. No question from my side. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
धन्यवाद प्रणाम.
धन्यवाद
हरे
प्रणाम.
कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे. आपका आशीर्वाद मिल रहा है. थैंक यू गुरुजी. Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Guruji, thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Namaste.
Namaste Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Sasireka Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Are you better, Guruji? Are you feeling more
Yes,
rested?
Mataji, by Krishna's mercy, getting better. Still, that like is slowly getting out. Maybe this week it will be all right. Yes.
Thank you so much for a wonderful class. And it is like everyone has been saying, I think it's going to get even more interesting now. We have come to a stage where he's going to explain to us what we have to do, what we don't have to do, what is action, what is inaction. Even though you know, we've heard this and you explained to us many times. But I think when it comes to that particular shloka, then it becomes even more relevant and more interesting. Yeah. And it is like reiteration, you know, again and again and again. And these things will come only by repeatedly listening and repeatedly, and also trying to practice and implement. Like you said, knowledge is not different from implementing and practicing. And like what Chitrita said about, Chitrita Mataji said about self-realization. Yeah, I mean, I think everyone talks about self-realization, realizing the self and realizing the Atma and the Paramatma both through Bhagavad Gita. That I think is a beautiful thing that we are doing. Thank you so much. I also wanted to say thanks to Kandula Tirupati Prabhuji. I don't think you know, he needs to feel that way, because I feel that it is Krishna's house. It's not everything is given by him, and it was an opportunity for me to do seva for Krishna and Krishna Bhaktas. So I think I look at it like that. And that is the, you know, more and more opportunities he should give, so that we can always keep doing seva for his, like especially in our sampradaya, like they teach us that it is the Guru and it is those who are Bhaktas. Please, you know, they are also as important as the Lord. So, you know, do seva for them. It's as good as doing seva for the Lord. So yeah. So thank you so much, Guruji, for this opportunity.
Mataji, because it is not possible to come to Bangalore. It is only possible to me that you are there. That's why that Krishna sent you there.
Yeah. Krishna only arranged it, Prabhuji. Krishna only arranged it. It is his wish. It is his plan, and everything happens as per his plan. So, you know, I'm grateful that you came and that you had breakfast. You could use the facility. Thank you so much. I had an opportunity to do seva. Thank you so much.
Everything is there. Like a family here. Also there, we my house. Like really, it's a wonderful opportunity for us with the mercy of our Guruji and the Krishna and our Guruji. Without Guru, we never there. It is only by our Guruji. That is the opportunity to meet the Guruji. It is a place for the Krishna has given the opportunity. That's the place.
Yes.
Arranged really, also the arrangements and everything is good. In the morning to evening, it is not possible to sit anywhere continuously from 9 to 4:30. But that is possible only there. It is only the arrangements and Krishna's mercy and our Guruji is also there, and everything is good. If it is one is not good, we may not continue that one.
Yeah, but when we are doing when we are doing for Krishna, he takes care. He makes everything good. That's all.
Yes. Yeah. But everyone has an opportunity, but they are not utilizing that one. But we are only utilizing that. That means we are getting the opportunity. That is the grace of God, and we never forget in our whole life. It is a memorable, and it increases our life span, and also happiness. We will get some happiness with that situation when we are in the with Guruji. When we are talking with the Guruji, we will think about that issue, and we will remember that issue, and we will be happy with that moments.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Very
Mataji.
nice.
Thank
Krishna will make sure he will make us to serve him even more and more. There is no doubt. Hare Krishna. It's very nice.
Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness all the time, for giving us this knowledge. Thank you so much. Indebted to you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you very much.
Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Enjoying your class. Again, one thing you have again said today, that whatever the wealth we are earning in the Krishna consciousness will go in our next birth. We will accumulate that thing. Nothing else will go with us. This will go. Really, these are the motivating words. I think this will keep us in the love of Krishna. We will continue increase our wealth in this direction. Thank you,
Yes.
Guruji, for your beautiful lecture. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Just a busy few days, but thank you for the wonderful class I was able to catch on my drive back from work. So thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness, and thank you for the class. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Guruji, wonderful class. Thanks for keeping us in Krishna consciousness, Guruji, always. And as you rightly mentioned, Guruji, this is all about self-realization, and self-realization is nothing but know ourself through Bhagavad Gita. And every shloka is important. Every shloka is talking something about ourselves, and it is only talking about ourselves only, which is self-realization only. And there is nothing we have to learn about self-realization other than Bhagavad Gita, because Bhagavan himself said that one who knows all these things, there is nothing else he has to know. So for self-realization, there is nothing required other than Bhagavad Gita. But it is important that we need to learn every shlokas and understand everything so that we know about everything about ourselves. So that is one thing, Guruji, and that is so wonderful. And the second, I think what we are learning, although we have learned the same shlokas earlier, whenever we learn this again, we feel as if we are learning something new. So that is a great feeling. Now what needs to be done, what is karma, what is akarma, what should not be done. So he's going to explain in the next one, and we are wonderfully, or we are waiting anxiously to listen. Although we know we have heard it, but the anxiety is so great that it keeps us bound in Krishna consciousness rather than binding ourselves into the material world. So that is a great thing that I haven't listened, understood, Guruji. So is that correct, Guruji?
Yes, Prabhu. What you said is absolutely right. Yeah. It brings us the unlimited source of knowledge, Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, Prabhuji, definitely it is unlimited source of knowledge, and there is actually a lot of knowledge in each slokas that we actually unwind it or understand it slowly over a period of time when we are learning it again and again. So that is another thing which is truth, and it is unlimited. It's really, and knowledge is nothing but happiness. So it is unlimited source of knowledge and happiness. So that is so wonderful, Guruji. So thank you for all your efforts, Guruji, in providing us all the unlimited happiness, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Guruji, Hare Krishna to all devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
As usual, every day you are bringing us into the Krishna conscious at this hour, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guru. Today I saw one quote and I shared in our group also. Like Krishna has taught this knowledge since time immemorial, but this knowledge has not changed at all. But it's new to us every time when we listen. But that is same. The knowledge is same. The message is same. It will not change. But with listening to this message, we will change. It will make us.
That's correct.
That definitely make us change. So
exactly.
Much true, Guruji. Very much true, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mother. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Gayatri Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Kadiraman, Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I joined only late today. Only during chanting I joined. So I listened to the YouTube. But anyway, the interaction class was very nice. Interaction by everybody nice.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you,
Krishna's
Guruji.
mercy.
Thank you. Yes, Guruji. Thank you. How are you, Guruji? Are you fine? No,
Yes,
sir?
Mataji, I'm doing fine. Yes, Mataji. Yeah. Krishna's mercy. Yeah, it will take some more days for the jet lag to go away completely, but still, yes, ma'am.
Better. Okay, Guruji. Nice, nice. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mataji.
Yeah, Tamil class today, no?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Yeah,
Guruji.
yeah.
Thank you,
We
Guruji.
had yesterday and today also. Yeah, we will continue.
Yeah, I joined yesterday. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We will continue.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Kadiraman Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. As told, I am my bodily. I am towards some work. I am doing work. Some meeting is going on. So I am listening this class. Each and every word captured. It is in my mind. Not able to interact much in the working days.
Yes,
So
Prabhu.
I'll come back on Sunday when I am totally free.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, a nice class is happening. Things are going. I think you are in a good health. I think today I found your voice is coming little more clarity.
Yes, Prabhu. First
There is no karagarapu in your voice.
That's correct. Yes, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy.
I think, the great devotion you are doing with all your work priorities and other things. So you are giving us your teaching every day. Thank you very much. We are blessed. We are stay blessed with Krishna. Thank
Yes,
you, Guruji.
Krishna's
Thank you very much, Guruji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sahu, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Guruji, I am on the way to college. So, what is akarma and vikarma? Karma, the difference, please explain.
Let me study.
Yes.
Hare. I'm not able to hear you.
I am on the way to Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Sunil Srivastava, Hare Krishna.
धन्यवाद प्रणाम गुरु जी हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा
Krishna Krishna
हरे
Hare
राम हरे राम
Hare Ram Hare Ram
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Guruji, I just wanted to tell you, I had met, sister had come to our house, and I was trying, and I did ask her who is the father. So she said that, she said very nicely, she explained, she said, see, he is God, and God is not limited. He said, you cannot confine him. So I realized we were talking about the same thing, Guruji, that she said that you cannot limit God, that God is nature, God is this, God is that. No, God is everything. So like you just said, that like Krishna is everything. So I believe in Christianity also they follow the same principle, Guruji. And second thing is that which was a really good satisfaction for us, she read the Gita in my house. She opened the book, and yeah, she was very nice. She read some shlokas from the Gita. I don't know how much and which shloka it was. She just kind of picked it up and started reading. That was also a very good experience. And when yes, Guruji, when I spoke to her, we realized how similar the religions are. I mean, every religion, basically, Krishna on top and everybody, one supreme power on top, basically, Guruji. That was a lovely experience. I thought I'd remember because you had told me to ask her who is what. Acha, Guruji, I have one problem. Krishna is very bossy. He's very bossy, Guruji. Whenever I do something like this morning itself, I was thinking, should I get some saris for myself or not? But Guruji, my person from Vrindavan, he sent me a picture of Krishna. And it's almost like he's telling me, there, I told you you're materialistic. I told you. Then I get into an argument with him and I said, I'm buying it for you only now. What is your problem? So it's really nice to have a lovely, healthy relation, Guruji. That is one thing I realized instead of fearing him or something. So it's really nice, Guruji. Thank you so much. And this is all your blessing, Guruji. All you have done for me. Thank you so much, Guruji. I just thought, before the class ended, I thought I'll let you know about it. And that's all, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes. It's all, we will develop that love on Krishna with this knowledge, no doubt.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.